Hey you guys, today's video is going to be a Valentine's Day sultry red smokiness thing. Did that make sense? Let's try that again. So today's tutorial is going to be on this sultry red smoky eye. I'm going to be using all affordable products minus the eyebrows and the contouring, but gotta do what you gotta do, okay? So yeah, most of the stuff you can find at the drugstore, and the eyeshadows are going to be all by Makeup Geek, which you can find online, but they are super affordable. And yeah, I'm just gonna hop right into it, so let's get started. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit today, and I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the new formula. It's called Matte Poreless, and oh my god, it is seriously like one of my top favorite foundations. I've been using it for like a week now, maybe 2 weeks, and I love it so much. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit on my hand, and I'm gonna take this dampened, it's kind of like a Beauty Blender knockoff that I got from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I can't remember which one, but it was like $4 and it works really well. I've kind of gone back to using this sponge rather than brushes lately because my skin's been extra dry and I've been trying to like nurse it back to health, and I feel like using a sponge on dry skin just makes it look a little bit better. It doesn't really cling to the dry patches as much, especially with a foundation like this that's meant for more oily skin because it sets matte, you know? Also, I feel like using a sponge kind of helps make your skin look a little bit more like skin. It kind of shears out the foundation, and that way it doesn't look like you're wearing just like a bunch of foundation caked on your face. So once I get my foundation on and start to look like someone that just escaped the hospital, I'm going to take this NYX HD concealer in the color Porcelain, I believe, and I'm just going to take this and apply it under my eyes. Like this, a little bit down my nose, around my nostrils, and just anywhere that I tend to get a little bit red, or on any blemishes or anything like that. And then I'm just going to take that same sponge and just blend this out. By the way, in case you guys are wondering, I got these nails from a company called Nail Her. I think that's how you say it, Nail Her. Anyways, they sent me 2 different kinds of nails. They're kind of like temporary acrylic nails. And I have a coupon code for you guys if you want to get 50% off your order. Just type in my name, Kayla Hagee, at checkout. I will just link all that stuff down below with all the information that you need, just in case you guys were interested. So I'm going to do something really quick that I learned from Nikki Tutorials here on YouTube. I'm going to take this Airspun, it's just a loose setting powder. This is just like $6 at Walmart. And I'm going to tap a little bit out in the lid like this, and then I'm going to take that same sponge that's still damp, and I'm going to take the powder on this and set my under eye. It prevents creasing so well. It's like black magic, man. I don't get it, but it works. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm not gonna be using drugstore products for this. I'm sorry. I just can never find any drugstore products that work on my brows without making me look like a crazy person. So I'm gonna use my Anastasia Dip Brow and an eyeshadow from Coastal Scents. I'm just gonna do that, and then we'll get rolling onto the eyeballs. So after I've done my brows and applied some concealer on my eyelids as a base, I'm going to take this white NYX eyeshadow base, and I'm just going to apply this on the very inner half of... I can't fit my talons in this. How are we going to do this? Okay. Alright. Gotta improvise. I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to dip this in here, and I'm just going to place this in like the... I guess the whole lid, but I'm not going to go into the crease. I'm just going to place this all over the lid. So now I'm going to move on to the eyeshadow finally, and I'm going to be using all Makeup Geek eyeshadows. And I've used these in a video or 2 before, but I'm just going to go back to them and use them because these are my favorite reds that I have. This bitten up here especially, and I just love that color so much, and I haven't been able to find anything else like it. I'm going to start by taking this orangey tan shade down here called Peach Smoothie on this Sonia Kashuk blending brush. You guys know this is my favorite brush to use to put colors in the crease just because it's so big and soft, and it just does a really, really great job of blending transition colors out. Now on a smaller and slightly tapered blending brush, I'm going to take this color Bitten, and I'm just going to pop that right in the crease. I'm just placing this literally right where I have my eye crease right here. I'm not blending it up as far as the Peach Smoothie. And for now, I'm trying my hardest not to get any on the lid over here, but it's okay if I do because I'm just going to clean it up later. And I just dipped my brush back into that product just to build up the color. I'm just blending it out just like I just did. I'm also going to bring the outside down to meet my lash line, kind of in a V shape, and packing it on like this and blending it slightly into my lid, about a third of the way in. Okay, so you see how crazy this is looking up in here? We're going to fix that with that same Sonia Kashuk blending brush that we put the peach smoothie in the crease with. I'm just going to take this without putting any more product on it and just blend that out. And I want this to look as blown out as possible. I feel like I just said donut. Did I say donut? Am I just thinking about donuts? Probably. And I just want to make this as blended out as possible, so I'm just going to spend a lot of time blending and blending and blending. And if you blend that out a lot, it's going to lose some of the color, so I'm just going to take that same brush and I'm just going to darken up the areas that I want to be darkest. So basically just this outer part. You're probably going to find that this is going to be a step-by-step process until you get it how you want it, which is a good thing because you don't want to start out with too much eyeshadow on because it's just going to look bad and you're not going to be able to blend it out right. So just starting little by little and just building it up until you get the right look is the best way to do it. So now I'm going to take a pencil brush and dip it into this mocha dark brown color down here. And I'm just going to take this and slightly darken up that outer V. And I'm just patting it on so I don't get too much fallout. And I'm just placing this in a really small area. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. And I'm just going to take this blending brush again and just lightly blend that out. Now for the best part, I'm going to take this light champagne-y shimmery color called Shimma Shimma. And I'm just taking this on a Real Techniques shading brush. Just going to pat this on to the first half of my lid. This is why I put that NYX white eyeshadow base on in the beginning, because it's just going to help this color pop even more. So I'm focusing most of the color right in the beginning, and then I'm just fading it out to blend it out with that bitten that we put on the lid earlier. And now I'm just going to continue everything that I did on the top to the lower lash line. I'm going to take the same shading brush from Real Techniques, just dust off that Shimma Shimma, put it back into the bitten, and just going to smudge this out underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to go back into Peach Smoothie with that same brush and I'm just going to blend that bitten out. So I'm just lightly running this over what I just did. It's just going to help it look a little more diffused. And I'm going to go in with Mocha again on a very small detail brush like this. This is from Shany Cosmetics. I'm just going to take some of that and apply it as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm only going to do this on the outer third of my lower lash line. I know I have a super weird way of doing things, but I'm going to go back into my face and just finish the rest of my face makeup. So I'm going to go back in with this Airspun and I'm just going to place a little bit more under my eyes and on my laugh lines right here because those tend to crease a lot. And then I'm going to go in and do some contouring, and I am going to use the Anastasia contour kit because I don't have any drugstore alternatives for that. Taking my favorite contour brush, which is came from my Shany Cosmetics set, and it just makes it really easy to pop the color right where you want it to go. And now for a blush, I'm going to take this NYX Peach blush with this Real Techniques blush brush. I really like this brush because it helps kind of I don't know, it just gives you a really nice blush application. It doesn't make the color go on too harsh, and it just kind of helps blend it out as you're putting it on, which is nice. And now I'm actually going to go back to that Shimma Shimma color right here that we put on the inner corners of the eyes. I'm going to take this on a brush and apply this as a highlight. It's kind of a cheaper alternative for the Mary Luminizer. It's really nice. They're pretty similar. Okay, now it's time to finally finish up the eyes. I'm going to be taking this NYC liquid liner. It was $2 first of all, so it's really affordable if I could get the cap off. It comes with a super fine tip applicator, which makes it really easy to do a nice wing. So I'm just going to start at the outer edge. I'm going to make an outline something like that and just fill it in. So here's the deal, I decided I wanted to sass up the look a little bit. So I'm taking this glamour glitter. It's like a white, kind of like a translucent glitter, but I'm just gonna place a little bit all over my lids and see how it looks. I might completely ruin this look, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this onto my finger. I'm not gonna put any lash glue or adhesive or anything like that down because I don't want it to be too heavy. I just want like a really subtle sparkle. Just gonna place this on the inner half of my lids. Get out of there. Now I'm gonna be taking these red cherry lashes in the, what are they called? 43s? Yes, 43s. Once I got those lashes on finally, I'm just gonna brush that out with some mascara just to help my real eyelashes blend with the fake ones. I don't know why, but I like going like this when I'm done. Just to like, I don't know, blend them together, plus it feels cool. Alright, time to move on to the lips, and I'm going to be using my favorite drugstore combination. I've probably done this in a video before, but just bear with me. And this pencil's so tiny. It's the NYX Peekaboo Natural Lip Liner. I'm also going to be putting this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Stockholm over the top. Alright you guys, so that concludes the tutorial for today. I hope you liked it. I just kind of wanted to do something a little bit different than like the pink eyeshadow with pink lips and everything pink. And this doesn't just have to be Valentine's Day makeup. Obviously this is something that I would wear like daily or, you know, like as an everyday type makeup. As always, I'll have all the products listed down below and also all the deets about how to get these nails if you guys want them. I will talk about that down there too. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good Valentine's Day. Let me know what your plans are. I don't know what mine are. Probably just hanging out at home, watching movies. Scary movies probably. That sounds good. Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video.